Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing out there today? This is Stefan Jimenez for the Roto Beast team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Monday, January 22nd. I know it's kind of early in the day, but I pretty much got everything that I need to start looking at tomorrow. So I kind of wanted just to get it out to you early so we can start building these lineups and we can try to take down a tournament on Monday. So, hey, my lineups for Sunday, we're looking really good right now. We need a strong finish. In the Spurs and Pacers game, have a chance to possibly take down a GPP. Hope you played the lineups today. If you want to play the actual lineups that we're playing, please visit our website at www.rotobeast.net. Please make sure to click the like button on this video. If you haven't already, please make sure to click the subscribe button. This way you can watch all of our NFL, NBA, and MLB videos. So let's just jump into this slate. We'll go over the games first. First, we'll start with Chicago going into New Orleans to face the Pelicans. This game has a 225 implied total. New Orleans is favored by 6. Next, we got Washington going into Dallas. This game has a 214 implied total. Washington's favored by 1.5. Then we got Portland going into Denver to face the Nuggets. This game has a 212 implied total. Denver's favored by 3. Then we got Philadelphia going into Memphis to face the Grizzlies. This game has a 207.5 implied total. Philadelphia is favored by 3. Then we got Utah going into Atlanta to face the Hawks. This game has a 206 implied total. Utah is favored by 2.5. Then there's a couple other games that we really want to pay attention to. We gotta wait on the injury news. You got Miami going into Houston to face the Rockets. This is going to be a very up-tempo game. We're pretty much waiting on the Dragic news in this game. Then we got Phoenix going into Milwaukee to face the Bucks. This game doesn't have a line neither. We're waiting on the Antetokounmpo and the Brogdon news. And then lastly, we got Minnesota going into LA to face the Clippers. This game doesn't have a line either. Mostly we're waiting on the Jimmy Butler news. So yeah, let's just jump into these picks and get it done real quick. So there's a couple spots that I think you really got to kind of pay up for, and there's a couple spots I feel you got to pay down for. I'm going to start at point guard first, though. Chris Paul, he's been playing very well. For him to hit value, you need 51. He's averaging 44 on the season. The guy, he's playing really good. He's playing really good right now. Even though Harden's back, it does take a little bit of usage away from Paul, which kind of scares me a little bit. But, Chris Paul's Chris Paul. And he's going to get you in the 40s. He's not really going to kill you. I will note this is kind of a down-paced game against the Heat. But Chris Paul, solid play. Then we got Damian Lillard going into Denver to face the Nuggets. 9.3 price tag. For him to hit value, we need about 46, 47. He's averaging 42 on the season. It's going to be a very fast-paced game against Denver. Lillard's been very consistent, averaging 42 fantasy points on the season. I like Lillard. Then we got Bledsoe without Antetokounmpo. He's going to take extra shots. He's going to have to, kind of put the team on his back. Him and Middleton. Last game he played 38 minutes. He didn't have the best game, but still got us 34 fantasy points. I definitely expect him to get some rebounds, get a couple more assists. I like him in this spot. I think that he has a chance to have a really good game against the Phoenix Suns, who don't play defense. And also, I will note, too, this is it's a revenge game for Bledsoe. Remember, earlier in the year, he played for the Suns. They had the drama where he said he wanted to leave a beauty parlor or something with his wife, and they said that he wanted to be traded. They took it wrong. Revenge game, Eric Bledsoe. I really, really like him. Then we got... I'm just going to quickly talk about these guys. You got Dennis Smith. His minutes are starting to get back up. He's playing very well. For him to hit value, you're going to need about 34. He's coming off, a really good game against Portland. The minutes are back up. He's got, 31 or plus minutes in 5 straight games, which you really got to like. If he's going to play 30 minutes, a guy has a good chance to play very well, especially up-tempo game against John Wall in Washington. Murray came back from a concussion. One thing I will note about this guy is you need him to score for him to get you there. But he played very well against Phoenix, 47 fantasy points. This is a real reason why I like Bledsoe. I think Murray's a solid GPP play. And we got Teague, especially if Butler's out. For him to hit value, you need 30. You know, he's a guy, he's going to play minutes. The past 2 games, he hasn't scored the ball very well, which has kind of hurt his, you know, fantasy output. But, I mean, he's a guy that's going to score you 13 to 15 points with 20-point upside on a good night. So I like Bledsoe. The price tag is, I like Teague. The price tag is very fair. 6,000, you need 30 for value. He's averaging 30 on the season. Next guy I'm going to talk about, I really like Ricky Rubio. I mean, I keep talking about him, and you guys are probably like, why are you talking about him? But you know what? I mean, I've talked about him for 3 straight games now, and for 3 straight games, he's got us 5 times value, almost 6 times value. I mean, he's just cheap. 5.4 price tag. For him to hit value, we need 26. He's averaging 26 on the season. The minutes, you know, for the most part, they're right around 30 minutes, which you really got to like. Ricky Rubio, I really like him in this spot against Atlanta. He's going to get Dennis Schroeder defense, which we know Dennis Schroeder doesn't play defense. Take a look at Rubio. I'm going to go ahead and add him to my core. You know, I think he's just too cheap. You know, I think he's not going to kill you. He's going to help you, you know, pay up elsewhere. Shooting guard. This is my favorite spot on this whole entire slate. I love so many shooting guards. I'm going to go over a bunch of them. This is going to be your decision, you know, shooting guard wise. But, I mean, you could go with Harden. The price tag is down. He played 35 minutes last game. So, you know, he's going to, you know, he's going to stay right around there. The minutes are definitely going to get bumped back up against Miami. You know, it's not the best spot, but it's not the worst spot. I could definitely see you going with Harden. I mean, he has pretty much, you know, besides Davis and Cousins, he has, you know, pretty much the highest ceiling-wise. But, I mean, I think that I'm going to go down a little bit. I mean, you got Middleton, 8.6, up-tempo game against Phoenix. No Antetokounmpo. Last game with Antetokounmpo, you know, played 40 minutes. He got us a triple-double, 55 fantasy points. He plays very well. His usage goes up tremendously with Antetokounmpo out. Middleton, one of my favorite plays. Then we got Booker on the other side, but I told you guys I like a lot of guys in the 8.5 range. And this guy's playing well. For him to hit value, you need about 42, 43. I mean, he's getting there. He's definitely getting there. He's getting you very close. He's got you at least 45 in 3 of the past 4 games. Devin Booker, great play. Drew Holiday against Chicago. I mean, he's another guy playing. All these guys are priced up. This is why I don't know if I'm going to go with Harden, because I like all these 8,000 guys. He's going to play the minutes. He's coming off 5 straight games of at least 22 actual scoring points. I mean, he's playing well, shooting the ball well. You know, I like him. I like him right here a lot. I mean, all these guys are really, really playing well. I mean, you got Bradley Beal. His price tag's down a little bit. It is somewhat of a slow matchup against Dallas, but I mean, the price tag's dropped. For him to hit value, you know, we need about 36, 37. He's averaging 37 on the season. Bradley Beal's in play. Then you got McCollum, 7.3 price tag, very fair for him to hit value. We need about 36. He's averaging, you know, 34 on the season. McCollum, solid play. I know there's a lot of play at shooting guard. That's what I was trying to tell you. That's why I don't think I'm going to be paying enough for Harden. But if you do, I definitely understand. Then we got Wiggins. Wiggins is just playing very well, very consistent. For him to hit value, all you need is 31. He's averaging 29 on the season. And, I mean, the guy's showing you. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, he has 40 fantasy point upside. Just ball right now. I like him even more if Butler's out. You know, then he's going to have to pick up more of the scoring load. Wiggins, great play. I'm going to put him in my core at shooting guard. Last guy I'm going to quickly talk about shooting guard. Gordon's price just keeps dropping, and but the minutes aren't dropping, even though Harden's back. I mean, now that Ariza and Gerald Green are going to be back from their suspensions, Harden's back, this is where we could see Eric Gordon's minutes start trending downwards. You know, maybe he'll only play 27, 28 minutes instead of the 35 that he's been playing. But, I mean, they like him. They're going to find a way to get him on the floor. I like him. We know this guy's going to shoot the ball, shoot the ball, shoot the ball. 6,000, very fair. For him to hit value, you need 30. He's averaging 27 on the season. I like Eric Gordon as a GPP play. Small forward, we got TJ Warren against Milwaukee. I mean, he's our second best scorer. For him to hit value, you need 35. He's averaging 32 on the season. Came back from a 2-game layoff due to injury. Went off for 38 fantasy points. Scored 25 actual real-life points. I like Warren. Harrison Barnes, if you're looking for consistency, you're looking for this guy, you need 33, 34 for him to hit value. I mean, he's just a guy that's going to be consistent. Very up-tempo game against Washington. Harrison Barnes, good play. Then we got Richardson. I mean, I've been playing this guy for almost every game right now. He's a backup point guard, plus he's a starting shooting guard. If Dragic sits out again, I like him even more. His usage goes through the roof. He's gonna be on the floor. I mean, he's gonna play 35 plus minutes. Something you really gotta like. Very up tempo game against Houston, especially if you get some James Harden defense. I mean, he can have a really good game. Very consistent. Price tag is staying there. For him to hit value, you need 31, 32. Averaging 26 on the season, but I mean, he's been in the 30s a lot lately. Then I'm going to go down. I'm going to kind of get us some value, guys. We've got to find value somewhere. Turner, he returned to the starting lineup. I mean, he's going to play close to 30 minutes. He's not going to do nothing special. This is not a guy that's going to be a home run pick. But for 3.8, for him to hit value, you need about 18, 19. He's averaging 18 on the season. I mean, if you want to just pay down, get somebody who's going to play minutes and have a chance just to kind of get you your 5 times value so you can pay up elsewhere, I like Turner. Then we got however you say it, Bajalica or whatever. This guy, he's only relevant if you hear Butler's out. If Butler's out, he's going to be one of the top value plays on the slate. Last game that Butler was out, he played 26 minutes. Didn't do nothing special, but got you 20. Hit value. He's pretty much minimum price. So pay attention to Butler news. Like I said, if Butler's out, this guy's pretty much a lock for value play. Last guy I'm going to talk about, Winslow. Up-tempo game against Houston. It's going to be a very fast-paced game. The minutes have been getting back up since he's coming back from injury. One thing we know about Winslow is he doesn't do nothing special, but he does a little bit of everything. He plays good defense. That's what we got to like. I mean, he's a guy that can score, 12 to 15 points easily in this very up-tempo game. I think he's a solid play at 3.6. For him to hit value, all you need is 18. So definitely take a look at him. Next, we'll go power forward, Anthony Davis. Best power forward in the league. Anytime he's on the slate, you definitely got to consider him. I mean, high price tag. For him to hit value, you're going to need about 57. He's averaging 50 on the season. Chicago, they don't really have any big men that can guard Davis. So I really like this matchup for him. I mean, he just showed us a couple games ago he had back-to-back 85 and 75-point performances. So he has the definite upside. Davis is solid. Then we got Blake going against Minnesota without Jordan right now. I mean, he's picking up extra rebounds. They're pretty much running the ball through him offensively as well. He's doing a little bit of everything. Price tag is very fair. For him to get value, you need 42. He's averaging 40 on the season. I mean, he's been right there besides the one dud against Sacramento. I really like Blake Griffin. Next, we'll talk about the young guy, marking for the Bulls. I mean, he's going to play right around 30 minutes a game. I think he is more of a GPP play just because Mirotic is back, taking some of his minutes away. But, I mean, he's solid. He can shoot the ball. He gets rebounds for the most part. He's averaging 29 fantasy points on the season. For him to hit value, you need about 32. I think he's a solid GPP play. I don't think he's really a cash game play, but either way, I like him as a play in general. We got Saric. His price finally went back up a tiny bit, but not even where it's really supposed to be. For him to hit value, all you need is 30. He's averaging 27 on the season. He's playing, 33, 34 minutes a game, and he's getting you there. He's getting you very close. Averaging, like I said, 27 on the season. I like Saric. 30 for value. He's going to get you very close. One thing I will know is it's not the absolute best matchup against Memphis, but, hey, we know. Minutes equal production. The guy shoots threes. He does a little bit of everything. I like Saric. Favors. I thought with Gobert back, he was actually going to lose some minutes and kind of lose some production, but he's still been playing very well. With Gobert back, he still got you at 32 in a 33 spot. He did have an off game against New York, but still played 27 minutes. Just didn't play very well this game. Kind of killed you with the 15 fantasy point performance. I think that's kind of an outlier. The guy's playing very well right now. I like Derek Favors. Then we got Taj Gibson. I mean, he's going to play the minutes. I always say this. He's going to, He's just going to get you there. For him to hit value, you need about 27. He's averaging 27 on the season. Very solid cash game play. I really, really like him in this spot. Going against the Clippers. One thing I will note, though, is going to be, probably guarding Blake Griffin. So the possibility of foul trouble, but that's not something we really have to worry about too much with Taj Gibson. Really good play. Center, Cousins, best center in the league. He's on the slate. I'm going to bring him up. Price tag is high. If I was going to choose between Cousins or Davis, I definitely would go Davis. But Cousins, he could get there. We know it. We've seen the 70-point performances this season. For him to hit value, you need 57. He's averaging 53 on the season. He's going to play the minutes. He has the upside. I like him. Then we got Towns, 9.4. For him to hit value, we need about 47. Averaging 43 on the season. Last game against Toronto, I'm not sure why he only played 27 minutes. But even in 27 minutes, he still got you 22 and 10. So imagine if he played the 37 that he regularly played. He would have really crushed it. Still a respective 39 fantasy points. I'm going to go right back to the well. I really like Towns against the Clippers without DeAndre Jordan. You're going to have a bunch of small guys guarding them. You got Gasol going against Embiid. He's underpriced. I understand he's got you only 30 and 25, but for him to hit value, you need about 39, 40. He's averaging 38 on the season. He's their best player besides Tyreek Evans. The price is down. I'm going to take advantage of it. I like Gasol for the upside. Then we got Gobert. He's been back 2 games. He's playing very well. We know the minutes are going to get back up. 29, 28 minutes. He got you 47 and 33. At his price tag, we need about 37, 38. He could definitely get there. Atlanta, they struggle against big men. I really like Gobert in this spot. We got Nurkic, revenge game. Remember, he played for Denver. They traded him last year because they wanted to roll with Jokic. So I think that they can actually give him a couple extra minutes in this game if he doesn't get in foul trouble. Kind of let him make his old team pay. Nurkic, I like him. Revenge game, great spot. Price tag is solid. He has the upside. He has everything that we're looking for. Lastly, I'll talk about Gortat. I know I talk about Gortat more than anybody else, and you guys are probably like, why do you do this? But, his price is just, it's down. For him to hit value, you need about 23. He's averaging 24 on the season. I understand the past 2 games he got 18 and 19, but he was actually guarding 2 really, he was Howard and Drummond, 2 tough guys to defend. I'm not sure if he got in foul trouble or what happened. So he got you a 15 and a 17. But normally he's going to play 25 to 28 minutes. He's going to get you right around, 24. He's for the most part, he's consistent, and that's something I like. The price is down. I think he's somebody you can definitely get away with on the cheap end. All right, so that's kind of where I'm at with my picks. I'm doing this very early, so I gotta watch the news all night, watch the news tomorrow all day, see what we got before I make my final decisions. But if you're new, make sure that you click this like button. It really helps me out. Let me finish this core for you real quick. So the next guy I'm gonna go with, that's small forward. I like Richardson, playing very well, very consistent. Power forward. I'm just gonna go with Blake. I think his price tag is very fair. Center, I'm going to go with Gobert. So, boom. I know I kind of got a bunch of cheap guys, so it's going to kind of be your job. You can pretty much pay up, even with this core, you can still pretty much pay up for anybody that you want. Like I said, I really like all the guys that are 8,000 in the shooting guard spot. I like Bledsoe in the revenge game. You could throw him in there and it would fit pretty nice. There's a lot of ways that you could go. But, hey, thank you for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe. Make sure to click that like button for me once again. And, hey, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let's get this money.